Hello everyone, this evening we are at Delhi Park. You join us for this T20 between India and Australia. I'm Mike Atherton, and with me in the commentary box today is Mel Jones, Ali Mitchell, Ian Healy and the Silver Fox himself, David Gower.
Thanks, others. It's great to be here, and I'm sure we're in for a fantastic match. I've just been taking a look at conditions down in the middle, and it really does look like having a bowl will be the correct move, and hope you can chase down anything the opposition posts. The weather conditions are perfect for cricket. Absolutely no threat of any rain.
Wonderful insight there from David Gower. Two captains are in the middle. Let's join them for the coin toss.
Interesting decision. The pitch really looks like there will be something early for the bowlers, but the captain is asking their openers to get the pads on.
Umpire signals that we're ready to go. First ball of the innings about to be bowled. Yep. Nice shot, runs possible. There'll be one run here for them.
Australia get started with one. I'm extremely excited to see how this match progresses. Two sides that are really aggressive.
Edge, what a ball.
Good precision with the throw, back from the deep. That gets things going. Just nice to get settled, start to get your first runs.
Yep. 4 runs, square of the wicket. Excellent shot.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was absolutely no point in chasing that.
Sharma, I don't think will be too happy with their bowler at the moment.
A bit of a change up in the field now.
Huge edge.
Just threw the shot too early.
A wonderful delivery to get the edge. You've got to keep hammering away at that spot time and again. Yeah. Well placed. Should get a single.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
Yep. Thrashed away. What a shot.
It was wide and suitably dealt with.
End of the over. 11 runs coming from it. Australia are none for 11. The right armour is coming on to bowl from the chairman's end. Great shot. At least one on offer.
Exquisitely done on the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Good shot. He's found the gap. A couple on offer here.
Surprised they didn't go for a third. Would have been a very simple run.
Yes.
Can't get that outside the ring field.
That would have been a very risky single. In the end, a good decision to stay put.
There'll be runs here.
Really raced between the wickets after it was clipped away nicely behind square.
Yes.
Not taken. A boundary, but not a convincing one.
Nothing really wrong with the delivery. Got onto the front foot and found the space to get that one to the boundary.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball. But you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket will come. Edged. Unplayable.
Warner shakes their head. It was there to be hit, but couldn't make the most of it.
8 runs added there. Australia are none for 19. Misses everything.
No runs on that occasion. Got into position nicely. Just too early on the shot and couldn't find the gap.
Yep.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here.
It's easy runs there at this level when you stray a little down the leg side. Tucked it nicely off the pads for more runs.
Massive edge.
Yes.
Brilliant bowling. Having got the edge the previous ball, they now know the areas they need to be hitting.
Yep.
They'll get at least one.
It was just a little bit wide. Well picked up and guided nicely down towards third.
Wait.
Doesn't beat the infield.
Just threw the shot too early. Short and wide. Did well to get some bat on that.
3 runs added in that over. Australia are none for 22.
Yep. Yes. Yeah.
Finds the edge. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great last ball to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot.
Yep.
Well timed, but there's a fielder out there.
Yep, yep.
Straight to the fielder.
Misses out there on the short and wide one.
End of the over. 7 runs coming from it. Australia are none for 29.
Right.
A beauty, brilliant catch.
It's the sort of dismissal that sees the momentum swing back to the bowler. Gone, but not for many.
And with that wicket, we'll see a change out in the middle. Marsh, whose first task is getting themselves settled.
Immediately underway with some runs.
Hit right on the body. Misjudged it a bit, maybe. But couldn't seem to get out of the way. That will have hurt. Didn't keep the foot behind the line. Just a slight tweak. The run-up will sort it out.
Get it done.
That's right out of the middle of the bat.
That's what you pay the entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move.
I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms.
Right.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot. You can understand why on that line they thought it was safe to let it straight through to the keeper.
Yeah.
Great shot, great timing.
It was in the air for a long time, but 4 bounced just inside the rope.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length, around about off stump, and that'll force the mistake. Wow, that's missed the lot.
A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
Over. Australia are 1 for 42. Drives and misses everything.
Yep.
Comfortable single if they take it.
Marsh will be frustrated with that shot. The ball was there to hit, but couldn't find the gap.
Edge. Amazing delivery.
Didn't hit that well, very late in playing the shot.
Let's see if they can get the ball up into the slot like before. So crucial to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure.
Right on.
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
Misses out there on the short and wide one. Timing just a little early on that occasion.
Edged it.
Waiting.
It was a nice looking shot, full and in the slot, just couldn't find the gap.
The end of a very precise over of bowling. No runs coming from it. India are now allowed 5 fielders outside the circle. We've seen good control and spin from this bowler. Looking forward to seeing what they can do here.
The captain's going to change things around in the field.
Yes.
Big edge. Trouble. Oh, gone.
That was a very good knock in the end. I'm sure a few more runs would have been better, but this has indeed been a good innings.
Coming to the wicket, they'll be looking to play within the V early and expand as they get settled.
Yep, yep.
Maxwell gets off the mark.
Yep.
Crying wolf is not the best approach. It'll just annoy the umpire. Huge appeal.
Right.
A little late on that, no run scored.
Beaten on the drive.
Just can't seem to get the ball away. That's the third dot.
Really good over. Takes a wicket, keeps it tight. Somehow they've got to find the boundaries. Going with pace now.
Some adjustments to the field.
Yes.
Good batting, get an opportunity to score and take it.
Good running, just finding the gap, and that allows for rotation of the strike and keeps the pressure on the bowlers.
Thought it got past them, but a fantastic dive to cut it off.
Not a great delivery, got it full and lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
Yes.
Can't bowl there, too full and helped on its way.
That one had all the ease and elegance of this batter at their best. Driven perfectly down the ground for 4.
Patel shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots, just need to tighten their areas now. Thick edge.
No runs on that occasion, got into position nicely, just too early on the shot, couldn't find a gap.
The end of a tidy over. Batting doesn't seem to be easy out there at the moment. Good pressure building.
Yeah.
Picks the gap perfectly. Saw that early. No one's catching that. Great shot.
That was a lovely flowing drive through the covers to pick up the 4.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot. Couldn't get it through the field.
Misses out there on the short and wide one.
Yes.
Great shot. Placement exquisite.
Well, what a lovely shot. It flew to the boundary. That's clearly not the type of delivery to be bowling here.
Boundary off the last ball. What's to come off this delivery, I wonder?
The captain's going to change things around in the field. No runs on that occasion. Got into position nicely, just too early on the shot and couldn't find a gap.
Right on.
Well, not a great delivery. Got it full. Lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
11 runs added there. Australia are 2 for 62.
Yep.
Nice shot, runs possible. Quick onto that in the infield. There'll be 1 run here for them. Great shot.
There was minimal follow-through, just great timing to punch it through the field for 4.
Sharma. Don't think we'll be too happy with their bowler at the moment.
A few moves made in the field.
Yep.
Very quick out there, managing to stop it and preventing 4 runs.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
Big appeal. Great shot. At least 1 on offer. End of the over. 7 off it. Australia are 2 for 69.
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play.
There'll be runs here.
Just perfection, a majestic shot. You just cannot hit it any better than that. Raced away to the boundary.
A boundary off the last ball. Is it a sign they're trying to push the run rate?
Right there.
Catch! Caught and bowled.
Back to the sheds, but a good contribution to the team today. It's been a nice knock.
Difficult period as they come to the wicket. They'll take plenty of time to set themselves up before facing their first ball.
Smith shakes their head. He was there to be hit, but couldn't make the most of it.
That's great fielding. That ball was flying.
And they're away and nicely off the mark.
End of the over. 6 off it. Australia are 3 for 75. They'll get at least 1.
That was a solid shot. Driven off the front foot. Fantastic cricket shot. Probably deserved more from it.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot and good running.
They'd look for a couple here. A couple on offer here. Well placed. Should get a single. Edge. What a ball. Brilliant bowling. Having got the edge the previous ball, they now know the areas they need to be hitting. Cuts that off well in the infield.
Smith shakes their head. It was there to hit. Couldn't make the most of it.
Patel has had a pretty good over. Just needed a bit more luck to find a wicket. flew away with pace. Brilliant timing.
Lovely shot. Gets on the drive, just powers that over the boundary. Wonderful timing.
They shouldn't get too discouraged with that last ball. The first step as a bowler is to get the batter playing, which they've managed. If they can find the right spot, the reward will eventually come.
Just threw the shot too early.
Wait there. Yep.
Brilliant diving stop. That's the over. Australia are 3 for 89. Patel from the chairman's end. A new bowler is coming into the attack. Lovely timing. Will this one go to the fence?
Surprised they didn't go for a third. Would have been a very simple run.
Nicely played. Perfect timing.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was absolutely no point in chasing that.
A little short on that occasion. Needs to adjust the length slightly to be just a little fuller. Too short on this pitch, and as we've seen already, it makes it very easy to score. Great shot through the gap.
A little flick of the wrist to get it round the corner for an easy run.
Right out of the middle.
Found the gap with ease. Wasn't the worst ball you'll see, but it still raced to the rope.
End of the over. 13 runs coming from it. Australia are 3 for 102. The right-arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the broadcast end. Got that away nicely.
Whipped away nicely through the leg side. Elegant as ever and picking up good runs. A few moves made in the field.
Hits that well onto the back foot and cracks it away.
Well, these are the sorts of shots you just stand and admire. Gets onto the back foot and rolls the wrists to keep control and find the boundary.
I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
Well, that was just a little bit wide. Well picked up, let the ball do all the work, really, to ease it down towards third.
Yep.
Times it nicely.
4 runs. They were so still at the crease, just a slight movement forward. Fabulous shot.
It can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes you just got to accept it and move on.
Waiting. Yep. Yes.
That's what happens if you stray a little down the leg side. Makes it easy to just glance the ball off the pads and score easy runs.
End of the over. 14 runs coming from it. Australia are 3 for 116.
The fielder could only pick that up off the boundary rope. Punched that away through the covers with exquisite timing.
Tried for something a bit different the last ball. The captain shouldn't mind that. If they get it right, they might just get the wicket. Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
Floated that one up, hit well, but couldn't beat the field.
Yes.
Onto the front foot. Super shot. Should be 4.
That's the 50 partnership between these two, gaining some momentum nicely for the team.
Don't mind getting hit for runs. What's important is to focus on getting the next ball right.
Yep.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected. Well, a lovely shot. Really good timing. Out of the middle, and it raced to the boundary.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key. Misses everything.
Just need to settle down. The timing's off. These deliveries are there to be hit. Time for cool heads.
Playing all their shots in that over. A very expensive over. Patel coming into the attack from the broadcast end. Big shout.
Yep.
Great shot through the gap. Perfect timing.
Got to the boundary. Last ball, punches it into the gap to get a single. Excellent batting.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot.
A wonderful delivery to get the edge. You've got to keep hammering away at that spot time and again.
Yep.
Great shot.
Nothing really wrong with the delivery. Got onto the front foot and found the space to get that one to the boundary.
A good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball, and it'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. Huge shout. The bowler seems very confident with that one.
Well, the end of an entertaining performance with the bat. Certainly a good wicket to get. The runs were really starting to flow.
With the fall of that wicket, we have a new batter at the crease. Stoinis will be looking to make a strong start to their innings. Drives and misses everything.
A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
End of the over. 9 runs coming from it. Australia are 4 for 139.
Yeah.
Too full. Got what it deserved.
Surprised they didn't go for a third. Would have been a very simple one.
Timed that perfectly. Good work there on the boundary.
Yeah.
Got hold of it. A pretty good bouncer. Enough control to get it away.
A counter-attacking 50 this. Cashed in on the loose deliveries time and again. Really good innings to bring up the half-century. Impressive batting. And will want to push on from here. That's a really good half-century. Ensure that the strike rate is maintained and has pushed on really, really well.
Yeah.
That's off the middle of the bat.
Good throw from the deep. On target.
Beaten on the drive.
Just need to settle down. The timing is off. These deliveries are there to be hit, but it's a time for cool heads. That's a great catch. Needed a big stretch to prevent any runs.
Wow, that's missed the lot.
Maxwell will be frustrated with that shot. The ball was there to hit, but couldn't find the gap.
Patel, the left armer, is coming on to bowl in the broadcast end.
And with that, they're off the mark. The captain making some adjustments to the field here.
Yes.
There'll be one run here for them.
I, for one, reckon that second run was on, but clearly the batters knew better.
Yeah.
Super piece of timing.
Perhaps that slipped out of the hand a little during the release. Maxwell didn't mind and sent it high and handsome over the boundary rope for 6.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot. Big appeal.
Starting to get really interesting now. That's the 5th wicket, and a very frustrated person is heading back to the pavilion.
The field will come up now, you'd think. Pressure should definitely be on the new batter, who strides to the middle. They will be looking for another quick wicket. Well timed, but there's a fielder out there.
And they're away and nicely off the mark. Wade shakes their head. He was there to be hit, but couldn't make the most of it.
11 runs added there. Australia are 5 for 166.
Yes.
Huge appeal. Doesn't want to bowl it there. Overpitched and helped to the boundary. Pushed nicely into the covers. Might go all the way.
Nearly got through them. Just got onto it in time with enough bat speed to pick up 4.
Sharma, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. Doesn't beat the infield. Brilliant bowling. Having got the edge the previous ball, they now know the areas they need to be hitting.
A little late on that. No run scored.
Let's see if they can get the ball up into the slot like before. So crucial to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Huge shot. That's a massive shot. Just incredible.
Off the front foot, hit it with all the power and elegance of a batter right at the top of their game.
14 runs added there. Australia are 5 for 180. And the innings comes to an end. India will need 181 runs. This is a respectable total. If the bowlers can get firing and get some early wickets, this will be a difficult chase.
They make it home, but there should never have been the chance for a run out in the first place.
Really good shot there.
Just perfection, a majestic shot. You just cannot hit it any better than that. Raced away to the boundary.
That last ball isn't something you'd want to see a repeat of. You don't want to be giving easy runs away. Got right in behind it. The team will be after a positive innings from this batter. A great opportunity to come in and put some runs on the board. Super shot.
Had all the time in the world to get in position to play that ball. Timed it nicely for 4 runs.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder after the boundary.
Yep.
Can't get that outside the ring field.
Exquisitely down the front foot, a gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Yep. No.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
That's the over. India are none for 11. The left-arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the chairman's end.
Yep.
Did well just to get it down towards third for some runs.
Yep.
Straight to the fielder.
That would have been a very risky single. In the end, a good decision to stay put.
Yep.
There'll be runs here.
Yep.
Picks the gap perfectly.
That went all the way up toward the grandstand for 4, driven away nicely.
A little short on that occasion. Needs to adjust the length slightly to be just a little fuller. Too short on this pitch, and as we've seen already, it makes it very easy to score.
Decisive running might have gotten 2. Looking back at it, I'd say they'd have made it easily. So in the end, poor running. tried to get the drive away, timed it poorly, lucky to survive.
8 runs added there. India are none for 19.
Yep. No.
Quick onto that in the infield.
That would have been a very risky single. In the end, a good decision to stay put.
Yep.
There was trouble for a moment, but these two are quick enough to avoid the run-outs in the end.
Edged. The whole team goes up for that one. They feel pretty confident about this. Easy catch. Didn't have to move, really.
A long walk back to the pavilion. This has not been a good knock. Not what you'd expect from someone of this skill level.
With the fall of that wicket, the new batter comes out to the crease. They're quick to take guard and face up.
Yep.
Nicely played. Perfect timing.
Easy does it. First ball and gets some runs.
Yep. Yep.
They'll get at least one.
Right out of the textbook. Off the middle, and it flew to the boundary.
10 runs added in that over. India are 1 for 29. The right-arm fast bowler is coming into the attack from the chairman's end.
Yep.
Really raced between the wickets after it was clipped away nicely behind square.
Yep.
Great shot through the gap. Perfect timing.
Well, that was a really solid shot. Read the length early to get onto the front foot, and that raced away for 4.
Tried for something a bit different the last ball. The captain shouldn't mind that. If they get it right, they might just get the wicket.
Yep.
Nice shot. Runs possible.
A little flick of the wrist to get it round the corner for an easy run.
Yep.
Couldn't get it through the field.
Well, for a brief moment, you thought there might be a bit of strife there. In the end, a good decision not to take on the field.
Gone. Excellent catch, close to the bat.
Well, this is a fantastic wicket. Kept the runs down. Really didn't get settled. Looked to be in trouble, sadly, for most of the knock.
And with that wicket, the new batter will mark their guard. They just need to rotate the strike early on as they get settled.
Yep.
Nice shot.
That's a brilliantly aggressive shot. Gets onto the front foot and it's flown over the boundary.
Hazelwood from the broadcast end.
Yep.
They'd look for a couple here. A couple on offer here.
That gets things going. Just nice to get settled, start to get your first runs.
Yep.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
No!
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Misses everything.
A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
Yep, yep.
Sounded good the moment it hit the bat.
Got it well enough to get it away to the boundary. A poor delivery and a fine shot in the end.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length, around about off stump, and that'll force the mistake.
Yep.
That was a tremendous delivery. Fizzed through to the keeper. No more short balls this over.
Yep, yep.
Too good. Not sure anyone is going to cut that off.
It was wide and suitably dealt with.
I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms.
Yep.
Brilliant shot, that.
You can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
Good shot. It's found the gap.
Good return back from the deep. Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot and good running.
Yep.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
Short and wide. Did well to get some bat on that.
Yep.
Out. Caught.
Well, that was an entertaining show of power batting. Really putting the bowlers to the sword for a while there, but it's all come to an end.
A new batter always likes to feel bat on ball early on as they bring a bit of energy to the crease. That's right out of the middle of the bat.
What a great shot that was. Onto the front foot really quickly. No stopping that one.
Don't mind getting hit for runs. What's important is to focus on getting the next ball right. Wow, that's missed the lot.
Not a very smart shot. Got nothing onto it in the end.
Timed it nicely. They'll look for a couple, you'd think.
They're fast between the wickets. Good fielding keeps it close, though.
With the completion of that over, we see the fielding restrictions finish. The captain can now put 5 fielders outside the circle. Stark, the left armour, is the new bowler from the broadcast end. Timed that brilliantly.
Heaved away off the back foot, sweetly timed.
Boundary off the last ball. What's to come off this delivery, I wonder? Immaculate timing there. Ease through the field. There'll be runs here. Into the gap. Nice shot. Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring. Great shot, at least one on offer. There'll be 1 run here for them. Good bowling, kept it nice and tight, and made it hard to score runs. Finds the edge. Confident appeal. Could it be? Caught, gone.
Another one gone. The 4th wicket is in the bag. A bit of trouble if there was another to fall quickly. We've seen some very good bowling.
It's a long way to walk out here just to walk straight back. They'll just want to get this first one behind them and then push on. Well timed, but there's a fielder out there.
Immediately underway with some runs.
Doesn't beat the infield. Good pick-up. Big chance. Chance. Well placed. Should get a single. Caught. One of the easiest catches you'll see.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
New batter comes to the crease. Never an easy time to come in after the fall of a wicket. Zampa, the spinner, coming into the attack. Can't get that outside the ring field.
Well, that could have ended horribly, but very good, fast running between the stumps gets them home.
Great shot through the gap. Needs a direct hit.
Driven off the front foot. Fantastic cricket shot. Probably expected more there. Oh, good running. It needed to be as well. That's probably a lot closer than they expected. No runs on that occasion. Got into position nicely, just too early on the shot and couldn't find a gap.
Needs to be on target.
Right on top of the spin. Keeps it out well.
Straight to the fielder.
Just threw the shots too early.
Zampa has had a pretty good over. Just needed a bit more luck to find a wicket. Cummins having a day out here. Brilliant bowling so far. And just one more to get 5 in this innings. There'll be runs here.
Oh, there you go. A no ball. Maybe just trying a little too hard. Just need to get more control back.
Cummins will be disappointed with that previous delivery. Not up to their normal standards.
Right up in the block hole, making it very difficult to get away. The perfect sort of delivery on a free hit. You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was absolutely no point in chasing that.
The last one helped the scoring rate, making their intentions clear.
Yep.
Quick onto that in the infield.
Yep.
Misses! They failed to make their ground, but can't hit the stumps.
A bit of a mix-up. They'll need to improve their communication. I, for one, reckon that second run was on, but clearly the batters knew better.
The whole team goes up for that one. They feel pretty confident about this. Massive edge. End of the over, 9 off it. India are 5 for 100. The right-arm medium bowler is coming on to bowl from the broadcast end.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running. Decide against the second, way too late. I think they'd have been well short if they had continued.
They've picked the gap. Perfect timing.
Good precision with the throw, back from the deep.
They'll get at least one. Gone. Brilliant in the field.
They will receive now the warmest of receptions from this crowd for a supreme display of batting.
A big opportunity. They've worked hard in recent weeks. They should have the confidence to build an innings and get big runs on the board. They'll push hard, should get back for 2. Nice shot, runs possible. There's trouble here.
A little flick of the wrist to get it round the corner for an easy run.
10 runs added in that over. India are 6 for 110. Zampa with the ball in hand again. Bowl disturbs the furniture.
The trudge back to the pavilion. A good start, but that's all they've managed. They did the hard work and threw it away in the end.
Patel comes out to bat in a bit of form, but it'll be interesting to see how they go today. Picks the gap perfectly.
That gets things going. Getting your first runs always helps settle the nerves. There was absolutely a second on then, being a little bit too risk-averse out in the middle.
Yep.
Edge. Amazing delivery.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
A wonderful delivery to get the edge. You've got to keep hammering away at that spot time and again.
Yep.
Couldn't get it through the field. This could be trouble.
No, no, no.
It was just a little bit wide. Well picked up and guided nicely down towards third.
Yep, yep. No. Yep.
That would have been a very risky single. In the end, a good decision to stay put.
End of a really good over, taking a wicket and really slowing down the scoring rate. Stoinis from the broadcast end.
Yep.
Exquisitely down the front foot, a gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Yep.
Very quick out there, managing to stop it and preventing 4 runs.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Beaten on the drive.
A little late on that. No run scored.
Misses everything.
Well, for a brief moment, you thought there might be a bit of strife there. In the end, a good decision not to take on the field.
That's it.
They'd look for a couple here.
Tucked it nicely into the gap. Pick up a single, we'll take the strike.
End of the over. 7 runs coming from it. India are 7 for 122. That's great fielding. That ball was flying. Gone. It's a good catch.
Another one, 8 wickets gone. You feel it's just a matter of time now. A few decent deliveries could see the end.
A lot of pressure coming to the crease. Not had the best of weeks leading up to this game, and they want to show everyone their strength. Could be close.
And with that, they're off the mark.
Loud appeal. Drives and misses everything.
Yep.
4 runs added in the over. India are 8 for 126. Marsh, the right-arm medium bowler, is coming into the attack from the broadcast end. Chance to run 2.
Misjudged that throw, and the batter survived what would have been a certain run out. Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot and good running.
And gone. That's a fantastic catch.
To trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end. For someone with such batting skills, this goes down as a fail.
Lots of pressure coming into bat. Will have to wait, though, to face their first ball. Wow, that's missed the lot.
That was a slow delivery. Played too early, straight through to the keeper. Decisive running might have gotten them too. You look at that and I'd say they would have made it easily. Poor running in the end.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here.
Onto the front foot and punched it nicely. Would have hoped to find the rope.
An inexpensive over ends and a wicket coming from it. Great shot, but it's not going to beat the fielder. Nice timing, good batting, won't get to the boundary.
Well, they were moving quick between the wickets. I thought for a moment they were going to go again. In the end, I reckon that would have been just too risky.
It mightn't get to the boundary, should at least get a couple.
Misjudged that throw, and the batter survived what would have been a certain run out.
Huge appeal. The keeper seems convinced this is out. Could be worthwhile sending it to the third umpire.
How close is that? Could be the wicket. Nothing picked up from the bat. This could spell trouble. No problems at all with where the ball is pitched. The decision will stand by the narrowest of margins. Not hitting a thing ends up wasting a review.
It wasn't a great decision to start with. Not surprised to see the umpire's decision stand.
Beautiful slower delivery. Just hitting air on that one. That was just too good.
Yep.
Timed it nicely. They'll look for a couple, you'd think. End of the over, and again it's a good one for the bowling side. Not letting batters build any momentum.
Yeah.
Edged it. A massive appeal. Certainly looks close. Maybe a bit of bat. Let's see if they can get the ball up into the slot like before. So crucial to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Brilliant bowling. Having got the edge the previous ball, they now know the areas they need to be hitting. Doesn't beat the infield. Could that be out? Looks so.
That's it. They're all out. An amazing bowling display. I felt victory was only a matter of time, and so it has proved. Just a brilliant win.